Hey everyone, welcome to ZSR. My name is Baseball, and I'm so happy to be here. Uh, wow, what a race! Xavi versus Volc, lower bracket quarterfinals. Uh, on commentary, we have new IT guy and Okishi. Thank you so much for being here. It is now your show. Take it from here.
Thank you, Baseball. How you doing, new IT guy?
I'm here.
Well, we've got a wonderful match today. We've got Xavi versus Volc, and they're fighting it out here in the lower bracket, trying to work their way back up to get their way into the grands. So how do you feel about this match today?
Well, looking at the stats screen, I cannot actually tell. It looks about as dead even gets.
Yeah, honestly, this is going to be a wonderful match.
Yeah, this is Volk doing the salty run back here. I think lost to Sponge in the first round, if I'm reading the tournament thing correctly, or lost the last round. I thought it was a first round loss, right?
I can double check that.
Yeah, I think it lost to Sponge in first, and then doing the run back versus Xavi losing to Icola last round.
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, so definitely interesting.
And let's see what type of start we have today. We have a minuet start with a Zora's Sapphire start as well. And looks like child spawn too.
Yeah, I don't like that with the whole stone start, but Minuet's really nice for movement early, and it also prevents dumb things like soft AD for Saria's song for logical forest access or something stupid like that.
Yeah, honestly, always starting with one of those green songs or green medallions, it always feels good starting off with something a little bit extra, give you something new to do here in the beginning. Okay, so Vanilla Burning Kakariko, that's wonderful. And right off the back, Mido with 3 big chests.
So nice double defense. Slingshot. Oh, that's good for Volk. At least we'll be able to do a slingshot minigame. And a hook. Nail?
Alright, so starting off with Requiem over in Child Sacred Forest Meadow. And we get a
Prelude.
Yep, Prelude's always nice, especially with the child spawn like that.
Mm-hmm. That's not magic on the arch, is it?
I didn't quite see, but it does look like Shoot the Sun's gonna be foolish today, so we're not gonna have to worry about that. And Xavi says he does not want to go and check Midos. He is not interested.
Interesting.
Yep, looks like it's just going to be a quick adult, no Lon Lon Ranch. He's just dipping on out. Oh my goodness.
Big Chungus.
Okay, this is the type of race we're going to be dealing with today. Well, that is Big Chungus there. Water, Jabu, Forest. Spirit, DC, and Fire are going to be our adult dungeons today, or our dungeons that we need to open up the open up the bridge and get to Ganon.
I'm sorry, what was that? Lens of Truth was on what?
I didn't quite catch that.
Yeah. OoT is Bolero. Oh, Lens is in the Valley Crate. Okay. That's cool.
It's not too bad. The runners are, once you get that hint, they're probably not going to be rushing over to Valley unless they get a nice hint for TCG or something like that, or the treasure chest game. Yeah. Oh my goodness. OT is Bolero of Fire, and we got a vanilla bullet seed bag.
No punish there.
Good thing is Xavi is going to be getting his hook shot, and there's that Birding Kaka's Nocturne of Shadow yet again. So that would be Jabu Forest and Spirit is going to be locking our Shadow access, which is going to be interesting for some of our for our hints, because Shadow is our Spirit medallion, or our Shadow medallion actually. Oh man, Volc getting the 10-pack of bomb shoes over on Ocarina minigame.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be good for. That's a nice starting explosives.
Yeah.
Ice Cavern is to Twinrova here.
Oh.
Lon Ranch is foolish. Water is foolish. Desert Colossus is foolish. And Temple of Time have Saria songs, so that's gonna be on the prelude check.
Okay, so we know Serenade's at Lon, so we're not going to go there.
Serenade's still a good. I mean, with water, Serenade's still pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying rush Lon Ranch, but it's just good movement. It does look like we have a Zora's River start here as well. So Xavi is going to be heading up to Zora's River. Here going into CAC, this is a popular choice. I wouldn't say too popular, but it's a nice beat off the old trail for some players. They like to do something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and so far these explosives haven't really come up with anything, but it's also really nice to just, since you've already gone through Lost Woods, it's just nice to be able to knock those out, and it does look like Volc might have save scummed those bomb shoes, so he just has all 10 of those bomb shoes ready to go again.
And this looks like Child Spirit.
Okay, that target in the wood slingshot is hinted. So Xavi's not going to have to do that. In some bomb shoes in Zora's River. It could still be 10, 5, or 20 here. You got 2 10-packs, a 5-pack, and a 20-pack this could be for.
I still have not seen what's on the arch there.
I have no idea. Zora's River not coming out with anything other than those bomb shoes, but honestly, I'd say those bomb shoes are a pretty major get here to kind of even things out, even if it is just a 5-pack.
Yeah, and I don't see why you wouldn't do Child Spirit here. Spirit's a required dungeon.
Yeah, this makes sense for Volc. Go ahead and knock this out.
I mean, you may lose time here if there's no keys or anything like that on this side, but
yeah,
on the other hand, if boss keys over here, you always save time.
It's a safe play, and man, that such accurate shots there by Volc. That was so clean. Even just getting a key here on Child's side is always going to be useful.
Mm-hmm.
So this does look like this is just a good play by Volc. 2 keys as well. Yeah, this is going to be very nice. It's the 20-pack of Jews. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Nice void there.
Alright, Redeg Grotto does come up with a big chest. Let's see what we've got here.
Long.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, game. Just a long shot.
Concerning. Just your casual OOTR 8-minute long shot.
Okay, Kakariko to Volpatia, and we did get that long shot. And a boomerang. Okay. Just jot that down there for a second. Those are two items you don't necessarily see to Volpatia every single day, so maybe we need to take a little peek at our skull counts here.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Very
Storms
nice.
is another one.
Yep, Storms kind of makes sense a little bit here. You do have ZL already, so ZL, Storm, some Bomb Chews. You could full clear... Oh my goodness, it is a Bomb Chew Heavy Seed. That's another 10-pack.
We don't need a bomb bag.
No.
Bomb
No,
bags are
definitely
overrated.
not.
And $50 to go buy that DC shield.
So far, nothing here in Child Spirit, but honestly, just clearing this stuff out ahead of time is always going to be useful.
Yeah. I don't know how you fault anyone for making this play.
No, there really is none.
Especially with that Sphere Zero slingshot, it's not, you know, oh, well, I found, you know, bomb shoes so I can, you know, do Child Spirit out of logic. I mean, this is just completely in logic.
Well, not all the way to the top, but
Right.
at least the first two checks.
Yep.
Looks like Dampe's hiding something for us as well. Oh my... what is happening here?
The bow. That's interesting.
More chews? Don't mind if I do. You know something's going a little awry if you've got 34 bomb chews and you haven't even left Graveyard yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at this point, this might as well be Master Quest. I think, what, we've only missed one chew, one chew pack so far?
Yeah, that's true. We've got 2 10s, a 20, and a 5, so... You know, if you get that last one, you're getting 10 more for free. And so honestly, this even with just bomb chews, you need to do DC. DC is your shadow medallion. So it's you're gonna take those bomb chews more than likely. Go over to DC, go knock that out. Maybe work your way up through Goron City, and it looks like Volc's just gonna be heading in that direction as well.
Mhm. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Yep, that makes sense. So it might be the boomerang to get skulls.
Mm-hmm.
That could be something that we're looking at for boomerang or long shot to Volvaggio.
Yeah. It's probably more likely the boomerang just because the other hook shot's Sphere 0.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Which honestly, like 30's not that bad. It's just
Whoa.
how quickly do you want to?
Hyrule Field has magic or a strength. That's interesting. So we have Hyrule Field, Way of the Hero, or Path of the Hero.
Hyrule Field is Path of the Hero.
Yeah, which means it can only be a magic or a strength. Because we already have a bow.
Yeah, that makes sense. We do have to do forest, so
It cannot be light arrows.
Yeah, light arrows
have their own hint called Evil's Bane.
That is correct. So, with Shadow being the one of our stones, we more than likely know Shadow is not going to be touched at all this seed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as soon as you get that magic, don't... as soon as you get the magic, don't do any checks with magic. So that Path of the Hero means that you're not going to unlock anything in the seed with magic that is going to progress you any further unless it is somehow an out of logic, you know, second version of an item that you get lucky with, which I don't think is going to happen here. Alright, and that's Lighting Flames in the Royal Tomb is, there's nothing in there, so you're not going to have to go back. That is magic locked, so we know that with Path of the Hero magic, that's one of those magic checks you're not going to have to do. A couple of magic checks that we know that we're not going to have to do here. Treasure chest minigame, we're not going to have to go into Shadow whatsoever, so AD, sorry AD enjoyers, AD is not going to happen today.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, with 31 bomb chews, you feel pretty great about doing just about everything here. So going over into the maze, the Goron maze, let's see what we got. Doesn't look like anything. I didn't see anything over there.
I don't see anything big.
Oh, it does look like Farora's Wind is up there on the crater.
Maybe worth getting.
Yeah.
If, well, I should say that may be worth getting if we can get it. Because hovers might not be available until, you know, after we're already through the game.
Yeah, it's true. Forest Wind is always nice to have, but
And with Bolero being on OOT, you can't do the bean plant if you really wanted it. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but you're not going to.
okay, that's a hint. Skull Mask has light arrows.
Okay, so no Evil's Bane hint. That also explains why we have a Path of the Hero. That's an interesting scale.
I mean, doesn't necessarily mean that's why we have a Path of the Hero. If there is a Path of the Hero available, it will roll, like, you will get a Path of the Hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it just meant that it couldn't fill, it ran out of things to hint in the other two categories.
No, if there is a Path of the Hero, it will 100% give you a Path of the Hero. Even if Evil's Bane is available. It's its own category, and it tries to give you one of each category to begin with, and then it rolls the other two again if they need to.
Okay.
And if we weren't sure, light arrows are still in the Skull Mask, so there's the double up on that hint. There we go. Jung is having a hard time getting to that skull. He's just such a big body. It has no effect on it, by the way. There's a reason why you're able to race as Big Chungus, is because it has the same exact skeleton as Link with the custom model. So,
yeah, which is the requirement for using custom models. If it cannot use anything other than the vanilla custom model and cannot be altered. Or at least a skeleton for it, I should say. That's a hinted strength upgrade.
I didn't see the hint. What is the hint?
HBA.
Okay, horseback archery has a strength.
Yeah, the HBA 1000. Oh yeah, this is gonna be an interesting DC dip here for sure. Because you have normally you don't have a long shot going into DC, so we're just gonna see all the skulls.
Yeah, which is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, horseback archery. We don't have opponents yet, and we're not sure where it is. We know it's not on Prelude.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Volc just cleaning up exactly what Xavi's been doing, so not going to be missing out on anything here.
But doesn't opponents have to be in ice?
Well, let me check to see.
Because we already know Serenade's at Lon because it can't be foolish without
We know
that
OoT
there.
is Bolero. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
Frozen
yeah, that makes
Honey.
sense.
Which would
Yeah,
also make sense for Epona to strength upgrade.
yeah. I mean, if that is the case, if that's hinting our strength 1, then you might be able to work out that you don't need strength to go any further in fire. You might get an early boss key. But we're just gonna have to wait to see. It could be hinting strength 2, so we're not 100% yet.
It also tells you where Spirit comes at in relation to Forest, if that is in fact. Well, actually, it'd be the same logic there.
Yeah, it's along the same line. It's more than likely strength 2.
Words are hard this early in the morning. And Skull Mask still has glow sticks.
Volc picking up the scale there. And scale's just another thing. We do have to do Jabu eventually down the line. We know where Serenade is. So whenever you do get your Jabu kit, it's safe to say that you could just go to Lon, go grab Serenade, and, you know, kind of go from that angle.
Yeah, because I even think going Lon. So like let's say you find Rudos and you warp back. I still think it's faster to go into Foolish Lon to grab the song and then take the shortcut into Domain than it is just to go upriver.
Oh yeah, you want to avoid going upriver as much as you want. Though you do have that, you do have the Song of Storms that is potentially a path to Volvagia. And speaking of Jabu items, there's our Rudo's letter inside of DC there.
Okay, well, you know. That is bomb locked. Oh no. So I mean, not quite getting the bomb shoot jump.
Yeah, it's not the easiest to do, but it's okay. You've got a couple of bomb chews to spare here.
A couple.
Yeah.
Only a few extra.
Yeah, targeting KD actually makes it a little bit harder. What you usually want to do is you want to turn around and target on the turnaround so you avoid targeting KD. It does make things a little bit trickier because it messes with your camera angle.
I don't know. I never learned how to do it like this. I always learned how to backflip them in.
There we go. That's the first hit. Now we just need one more.
look scared. Oh, missed it again. Oof.
Yeah, this is one of those feel bad moments where it happens. Maybe you'll see Volc do what we're talking about, where you just don't want to target KD, but again, it happens. But again, there we go. There's that final hit. Still has 10 bomb chews to go, so it's okay. Yeah, first try. It's still under 30 minutes, and you go and knock those out. We do have Boomerang and our Rudo's Letter, and Volk's going to be picking that up here as well. So, honestly, the next best bet is you have a whole nother dungeon to do. And honestly, I could really see the path from here being, okay, let's go get your Serenade. Let's go get your Serenade. Let's go beat Jabu. And then you have that empty bottle from beating Jabu. You go and take that empty bottle, go and go do ice. And you could get your opponents, guaranteed get yourself a strength, and go start working on Forest Temple there.
That's why I wasn't showing up right.
And yeah, this also makes sense. Get started on that mask quest. You're gonna need to do it. Light arrows are not an optional item.
Right.
Alright, nice little rupee refill. Yep, and there's that Hyrule Field Path of the Hero for Xavi as well. So what do we need for more? What items are we going to want to see? So we're going to want to see, we already know that we potentially have our access already for Forest. You just have to go and take the steps to go and do it. We still need our Iron Boots that we have no hint towards yet. We've got all of our spirit items that we kind of have one hint towards. And there's that,
So in case you didn't read that 10 seconds ago, here's it again, just to reinforce that you need to be here. I would assume this is Xavi going to get Serenade. Right. We will see KD Chew Part 2.
Alright, there's our Serenade. It looks like Volc is doing the same thing, but getting those hits off and makes it nice and clean. Yeah, absolutely gaming.
Not sure it was at read a letter spot, but Xavi did not go for it, so it was probably just a rupee.
Yeah, the 12 choose strat is
It should be 11 for Volc now. Oh no, that's 10.
yeah. I mean, being able to have 10 at this point, it feels pretty good, you know? Gonna be able to just knock 10 out. You know you're gonna go up to 30, so it doesn't hurt that bad to, you know, push it off. You've got tons of progression to do.
I mean, 10 could be your bomb bag.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there's still one chew pack out there, unless we just found one.
Yeah, the fact that we've seen 4 chew packs in the first 30 minutes is kind of crazy. 4 out of the 5. Oh, okay. I didn't see that the first time around, but there is Din's Fire, which, honestly, not going to have any airplay today. Sorry. All right, 10, what you got for us? Just a bunch of money. Volc is playing Sun Song, probably grabbing the skull here just so he doesn't have to come back and get it, just routing it into his 30 skulls in total that he wants to grab.
Mm-hmm. And I would not be surprised if Volc went the Jabu route today.
Oh yeah, we're probably going to see the same thing. Now the thing is Volc Volc is a little bit like lagging behind, but realistically has Child Spirit done and Lost Woods done as well for Child side. Which there's still a 10 pack of chews sitting in Lost Woods waiting for Xavi as well.
I think Xavi already found those.
No, he skipped Child Lost Woods, if I remember correctly. But that is a Fire Temple Dimorpha. We're still missing the Iron Boots, so you're probably going to want to push that hammer a little bit sooner. Get to that 30 skulls as quick as possible, because now that's not only locking 1 dungeon, but 2 dungeons.
And never mind the funny comment I was going to say. We'll just pretend that it was really funny in the moment, and I got to say it before that happened.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry, I'll laugh.
And that it wasn't just a second wallet, so you could buy a tunic for Central Pillar. It's definitely Iron Boots now.
Now, the good thing is, we have 2 dungeons. Whenever I'm thinking about routing skulls, I think of 2 dungeons automatically. I think of Jabu and I think of Forest. And those are 2 dungeons we're going to be doing today before we get over into Fire Temple and Water Temple in this case. So that's like pretty much 10 free skulls you could count on.
Yep.
Yeah, it does look like Irons could be on Volvage today. I'm sorry, Baseball. I'm so sorry.
Are you, though? Are you really?
No, I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't even hesitate.
Yeah, this is going to play out well for Volc here. I wonder, though, if Volc's going to go immediate or if Volc's going to play Sunsong here and grab the Lon Night skulls, because that's 3 skulls that...
Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit slow, but I wouldn't blame him for doing it, especially knowing that, I mean, he doesn't have that knowledge that fire is to Morpha yet. But I definitely don't blame it. You're definitely right about that. There's so many skulls that you could grab here in Lon Lon that you usually don't have the chance to get.
Interesting. I did not know that if you played it right there, it actually resets your position.
Yeah, the spawn point at that point, right after talking to Malin, resets you right back there.
That's good to know.
We did get a second... We've seen all 3 slingshots, by the way. The third one being here in Jabu. So...
Which is definitely slingshot boomerang bomb locked, so... Sorry about that. Funny. 15, grabbing 1 more.
Xavi's going to be cutting it close with sticks here. Alright, nothing in there. Volc kind of getting beat up by the Gways, but you kind of expect to when you do this route. Those Gways are feisty. Yeah, I do like to see the aggressive scroll routing with Volc here. You know you're gonna get a hammer. That hammer's gonna pretty much guarantee you. You have everything else to go through Fire Temple. You get the long shot, so you could go and do pixel shot. You could skip doing setting up Scarecrow. You have the bow. You're not gonna get locked out there. The only thing you're probably worried about going into fire once you get that hammer pretty early is bombs. You know, you don't have a crazy amount of bombs to work with. You've got bomb shoes, and if you plan on using bomb shoes on Volvagia herself, or Volvage, some may say, you're gonna be using up quite a bit of those shoes, 9 of them to be exact.
One second. I heard my cats knock something over. I'm gonna figure out what they're doing.
Good to note that, yeah, Xavi does have 1 nut there are 10 nuts in the pots directly above Big Octo here. So he just needs, if he plans on using a nut for Big Octo, no need to worry. He's still going to have 10 more that he could pick up right after this fight.
Alright, I'm back. I have no idea what they're doing.
Welcome back. Did they knock over something crazy?
I can't tell. That's the problem.
That's the worst.
I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't see anything. I don't know if they tried jumping up on my countertop for the island or something. All I hear is something fall, and then I'm like, Urgh. They definitely looked guilty. I will say that.
I mean, don't they always?
Yes.
They always look like they're up to something. That's just cats for you.
They were up to something. I just couldn't tell what they were up to, and that was the problem. It's like, oh no, we weren't doing anything. No, not us.
It does look like Xavi wants to go for box skip here. I always think of box skip. If you get it first try, you're saving 3 times the amount of time it takes for you to do it the original way. So getting it first try there always feels pretty good, even with the KD. Now, one thing to note here is what's going to be a little bit scary is Xavi does have only 3 sticks left. It's enough to do Serenade, but if Xavi wants to go and do Child Spirit, he needs to go get another stick from somewhere else to do those first 2 checks. That stick management is huge in this factor, and Volc is going into Jabu with the full 10 stick count, and considerably a couple more skulls than Xavi does. So if we do see a Child Spirit, we're going to see exactly who is, ahead in their progression. And no 12 stick strat today. Nice and clean Serenade. No pot strats coming up from under your sleeve.
Yeah. What we could see is Xavi do the fairy fountain here after there's a fire tunic, that's nice. After leaving Jabu and then just hike it back down into domain, grab a stick out of the pot there and do frogs 1.
Yeah, you could see something like that. He's gonna play Sun Song here, because you're gonna be able to get 2 more skulls here, one up on the wall right over here, as long as it's nighttime, and the second one over on the tree. So I think you're right. We're gonna be seeing a Zora's Fountain fairy as well. Whenever you got now he knows that you have 1 dungeon blocking another one that's just locked behind skulls. You want to push those skulls pretty aggressively, which Volc has done an amazing job doing so far. That's 15 for Xavi. Do we have a count on how many Volc has? He's got to be close to 20. Oh, wow, yeah. So he's going to be around 22, 23 by the end of all this.
I'm trusting Volc's counter to be correct on his personal tracker. Yep, 18.
Yeah, it's keeping good track. It seems like he just knows exactly where he wants to get these skulls from.
Yep.
That's 17 for Xavi, so...
Oof.
Oh, man, that feels really bad. See if you could pull off...
Nope.
It's unfortunate. It's something that does happen. But it's just a little bit of time loss.
Yep, dumb shabooms.
Also, Fox, that's a great question. Is Rain Path to get to the Tunic for Volbaji. It could be. It could be that, or it could be Rang for to get to Skulls to get the hammer. But honestly, I love that pathing.
I like right now. I like Rang more because Rudo's is bomb locked. Like Rudo's larder.
Rudo's Thunder is bomb locked.
Yeah, because it's above KD. So until you have in logic bombs, I think you have to have the ring to get 30 logical.
Alright. There we go. There's 17 for Xavi. It does look like he's reversing to GTG. This is... Without having Eponas, this is... definitely a play. I would argue you might want to go to Ice Cavern first to... maybe he doesn't have the horseback archery hint. Where was that hint?
It's the first check. It's the stone inside of a Donger's Cavern.
Okay.
So I don't know why.
Maybe he's just focusing skulls here. But he's not grabbing that skull underneath. He's just going to GTG.
Like, I get not wanting to check, like, torches because there's no reason to check them. Because, one, they're magic on, two, they're hinted dead.
Yeah.
But you're also never going to come by that skull again.
Well, he might, considering he might have to come back just to get that strength from horseback archery. But you're probably thinking, yeah, like, it is a slow skull. You gotta jump down, and then climb all the way back up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there is a big chest there.
Okay.
Alright, so we get to anticipate what is actually on top of what is on top of Gerudo's Fortress here? I mean, if it is a strength, that's good. But you do have another strength sitting on horseback archery that you don't want to miss out on. And who knows, this could also be a play to get skulls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are two sitting outside. I don't think Xavi's going to be able to grab both of them. Oh, that's an in-logic bomb bag, and that's gross.
That is very
Oh, wait,
gross.
no. No, it's not in-logic. Never mind. Just kidding. Well, actually, no,
it's not. Well, it could be in logic just by skull count.
Oh, yeah, if it's in logic by skull count, then the long shot's in logic with hammer.
Yeah.
That's gross. I was like, wait a second, where was our long shot at?
Yeah, you could cross value with long shot, but that long shot is locked in the grotto in Kakariko, and you could just get that with the hammer. I can't see anything inside of that maze.
So first hook's in Midas, second hook's in Redead Grotto. And we got a forest medallion. Yay! Very nice. Bo was Dante Race.
Okay, there's another bomb bag.
Okay. That's the same conditions that...
Yeah. Equally locked as the other one.
Yeah. Actually, no, that's even more bomb locked than the other one is.
No, you could go around the other way. You could logically go around with hookshot.
Oh, yeah.
It's not something that you think of every day, I'll tell you that much.
Well, but don't you have to have the hammer, though, to...
No. You don't have to actually get this chest.
Oh, hammer gets the chest. It doesn't unlock the door. It's killing
Yeah.
all the enemies that unlocks the door. For some reason, I thought the ice switch was what unlocked the door. Never mind. I swear I know how to play this game, guys.
Oh, it's
Sounds
okay.
Like it doesn't.
It's early in the morning. We'll just account it to that.
Yeah. I swear I'm smart.
Okay, so it does look like there's something in the maze that Xavi does want to get. God, I cannot see. I cannot see on Virtual Console whatsoever.
All right. This is it.
I mean, if this is strength, this is good.
Blue fire arrows.
I mean, if you really want to go and get that magic to go do ice a little bit faster, then that's a little helpful.
Yeah, until they're in Tektite Grotto, and then it's not so helpful. Because we haven't seen a whole lot of Hyrule Field, but if those are French.
I think Xavi might think he has Eponas. I think that might be the problem here. Yeah, he thinks he has Eponas. He does not.
Either that, or Xavi really wants the skull that's at the...
No, because as soon as you play Suns again, you're going to get warped back. So he thinks he has Eponas. Yep. That's where he realizes that's unfortunate. He thought he already had it, and now he's going to realize, oh, I should have gone ice first. So now this is going to be a double back and an unfortunate loss of time.
Mm-hmm.
I think this would have been mediated a little bit if you had gotten the magic first and made it a little bit faster, but now just going in without the magic to use BFAs, it's gonna feel a little bit slightly worse. Because, I mean, eventually you need that magic, so it's not gonna really hurt you too much. But again, as you mentioned, you're kind of risking it being on Tektite Grotto. Let's see the skull count. Final skull count after Jabu is 23 for Volc. He's 7 away from a hammer, and eventually the iron boots. Well, hopefully the iron boots. Potentially on Volvage. Yeah, you could definitely get to 30 with bow, bottle, hook, and scale, and boomerang. So hammer is definitely in logic. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Okay, Xavi now knows Ice Tarova.
Yep. So that was the missing piece that Xavi was having there. One, he thought he had Eponas, and two, that was his first glance at Ice Cavern of Twin Rova.
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't. That we're missing what, our KD path? I mean, that's the path I'm thinking that it would try to pick, but
Yeah, you very much could just get like a Kokiri Forest to KD,
yeah.
to get that long shot. Yeah, Volc thinking ahead here, wants to... I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, okay, yeah, so Volc accidentally said that he would not sell the Keaton mask, and the guard got very upset and closed the gate on him. That is some new stuff. I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Oh, I see that all the time because I'm really bad at the game. It's like, wait, whoops. That's just me mashing, trying to get through stuff and go like, oops, I accidentally flicked my control stick the wrong direction while I was just mashing tags, and then I went, oh, oops.
That guard really wanted to make sure his kid got the Keaton mask, and by his kid, he wanted the Keaton mask.
But yeah.
Listen, we all have our inner child, and that guard was just trying to fulfill his inner child destiny.
Mm-hmm. Notice how you never see a kid there later, or anyone holding or wearing it. It's always him.
Oh man, it does look like Volc's just going to be pushing for the 30 right now. He wants that hammer. He wants to push ahead.
Don't blame him there.
Yeah, it looked like some arrows down there at the bottom of the icy waters. Alright, Dampe, what you got for us today? A whole bunch of rupees.
That is true. We do all play a 25-year-old. Well, it's actually, what, 27 years old now?
Oh my goodness. You're aging all of us right now. Alright, Ice Cavern, are you gonna have anything other than just a Pona song waiting for us?
a good question.
Yep, that is 30 for Volc.
I also like this. Well, it's not the most desirable of locations, but if you can efficiently route it in where you're at, it does have skulls in it, you know.
Well, while we're in Ice Cavern and bottom of the well, let's go and take our time today to thank our volunteers. Thank you today to our runners. We have Xavi and Volc here with our lower bracket round here. Thank you for allowing us to restream you today. Thank you to our trackers. We have Baseball and Warren Traveler. And thank you to you, new IT guy, for joining me here in the booth.
Mm-hmm. And thank you to Oak for joining me here as well.
Of course. And of course, Baseball for the double duty. Always holding it down. Much appreciated, Baseball. And thank you for putting up with all the Vol Badge comments.
As I proceed to say it again.
That is forgiveness that is not deserved, but appreciated. All right, and there's the hammer. That's insane. Who would have thought that was there?
Oh wait, that's Hinton. Yeah, hammer. Oh right, we knew about that like an hour.
That looks to be 24 for Xavi. Nothing else here in ice, so that's awesome.
Okay. I don't know what that was. It wasn't a big chest, though.
Yep, and it does look like it's just going to be opponents to Twin Roba.
There is a big chest on the map. Or is that the compass? I forget which one it is. Not a big one there. Okay, there's a ZL key.
Map is basement.
Okay, so that's got to be compass then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Even after X amount of years and X amount of races I've done, I don't know where map chest and compass is in any single dungeon. I even the easiest one, which is like Water Temple,
Ooh.
I still don't know which one's which.
Another bottle.
Xavi's saying, nope, I do not want to get the big Poe today. We are just going to be skipping it. And there's the hover boots.
So, now here's the question. Do you try to go get magic out of Hyrule Field now?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Xavi looks like he's going to be doing. Going to be cleaning that up while he heads over to go get his strength.
I was meaning more from Volc's position.
I mean, Volc's in a position where you don't really need that. Well, I guess you could get the hammer to get that to get that bomb back there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily need to cross. Yeah, Volc's in a position where he could go and get that magic whenever he wants. He doesn't have BFAs. He's not going to get BFAs before he goes to Ice Cavern.
Right.
So
my thought was more, do you grab it now that you have hover boots? Which means,
to go get Ferroras.
Yeah, for fire.
I mean, he could if he wanted to. If he's heading in that direction anyway, if he doesn't want to reverse Wasteland, which is pretty smart considering Wasteland and Colossus are just both foolish, he probably grabs magic and then there's magic. Probably grabs magic as well as Ferro's Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Hover Boots is one of those items you're just not necessarily going to need. It's nice to see here in Bottom of the Well, but if Xavi never ends up doing Bottom of the Well, it's not going to hurt him. So even after all the running around and slight mistakes, if he could skip Bottom of the Well, that's a little bit of time save that we know on the back end that he can make some time up with. And one good thing, knowing that magic is Path of the Hero, you don't need that lens inside of Gerudo Valley.
Yes, that is true.
And it looks like no big chest up there in the rocks, but he does want to get these skulls, so...
Yeah, the only thing I could think of that you would go and get it for would be, like, let's say, I mean, it couldn't be Path of the Hero for Shadow, but, like, let's say it was for a trick that you couldn't do, that you didn't know about, like, the lensless versions, because, you know, we shut off all lens tricks minus TCG, but...
Yeah, it's only
with Shadow not being required, it's...
Yeah, the only two logic implications that Lens has in these settings is Treasure Chest minigame and Crossing the Wasteland vanilla. So, those are the only two things you're going to worry about.
Pono looks miserable.
The fact that Big Chungus looks bigger than a Pono... I agree with Pyra here. Poor Pono. All right. Nice 1700 for Xavi. Going to be getting his strength. And yeah, this does look like the ice play for Volc. You know what's insane is Xavi just... I've never seen this before, and call me stupid, but he did 1500, but he only collected one item from HBA. So, like, as soon as he got the strength, he just warped out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was really cool, even doing the 1500.
Honestly, though, the way Xavi does 1500, I think it's actually slower to not shoot the arrows at the target than to, like, you know, put a different direction.
Oh, just like rapid firing them elsewhere.
Yeah, because then you have to move you have to waste time moving to shoot them elsewhere, and it's just easier if you're already focused on the target. Just keeps me mashing it. I could be wrong there.
I mean, as long as you're rapid firing after you hit the 1500, I think it's the same, but I get where you're coming from, that as soon as you hit that 1000, you could just, you know,
Yeah,
not have to worry about aiming anymore.
Yeah.
The good thing is, so Volc is still a child spirit ahead, and Volc does have a total of 3 keys from child spirit, as well as the boss key. So child spirit did pay off for him pretty well, and has already collected the hammer. Xavi will be getting their 30th skull here in Forest, so they'll be able to probably skip the well and just go grab that hammer, go beat Fire, go beat Morpha. So it's pretty much from here. It's like, all right, we need to see what these runners end up doing, because like every little bit of movement counts.
Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. I had a thought pop in my head, and then I'm like, yep, gone.
Yeah, and that's 29 for Xavi, so I'm catching up here with the skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing is Volc is not going to have to double back to GTG, but thing is he's probably trying to find that other strength, and that's why he went into bottom of the well, so he could clear out GTG while he's there.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems.
We get the classic Forest Temple right side by side to an ice cavern that we've already seen, but maybe Forest comes up with a couple of things. I mean, all right, so let's review our items here in our locations. We do have a Kakariko Path to Volvagia, which we've gotten a hook shot as well as boomerang, and so far we could only assume that maybe it's just for hammer access to get those skulls to get up to 30. Considering that hammer probably locks, actually hammer very much locks bombs here.
Oh,
so
we have a different path for Volv. It's
there
storms to hovers for key logic also is a thing.
Oh man, so it could just be anything here. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess
Something-
the only way we
something
could
in
determine
Cac is
that.
path.
Yeah, and everything pretty much points in that direction anyway. So go and pick your adventure.
Yeah.
Then we have a Hyrule Field, Path of the Hero, and Path of the Hero can only lead to 2 items, which is bow and magic, and in this case, it's magic. So if you get a Path of the Hero, it is rolled completely last. It means that if you get a Path of the Hero, you are not going to need to do checks with that item specifically, whether it be bow or magic, because it's not going to unlock anything for your dungeon progression. It cannot unlock light arrows, and it cannot unlock an item for one of your dungeons in this sense. So that was fulfilled when we got the magic in the Hyrule Field, so that means don't do any magic checks. And that is, that's a gold scale. You could gold scale water if you really wanted to.
Yeah, as long as your boss key's not on Central Pillar.
Yeah. And with no hovers, the gold scale water is a little scary.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a Fire Temple, Path to Morpha, and that we don't know yet, but we do know that if that hammer is locking Iron Boots, then Yeah, it could also just be another wallet to potentially get you Zora's Tunic. We haven't seen a wallet yet, but it could be a wallet that
Zora's
locks a
Tunic's
wallet.
on Richard.
Yeah. Zora Tunic's on Richard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's not bad.
Yeah, I made the joke earlier. I was gonna say it's for a wallet, and then all of a sudden we see them pull Richard at the moment I was thinking it, and I'm like, oh, well, you know.
Oh, you know what? I do remember that, yeah. So it's definitely going to be Irons that is in the Fire Temple. We don't know if it's hammer locked or not, but you're not going to be going into fire without hammer today.
Or, crazy story, it's actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, this does work. It's actually strength 2 for irons locked in shadows, or adults, or not shadow, adult spirit.
Honestly, I think I'd prefer that.
Right.
But then you're also still missing the mirror shield, and in that case, you really don't want to see that strength 2 until you have that mirror shield in hand. And then our last one, we have Ice Cavern to Twin Rova. As far as I can tell, those are only 4 paths. There is one more out there, and it's probably just like a Kokiri Forest to, to King Dodongo or something along those lines. You're going to get a KD hint somewhere because it is locked behind that little chain that we've got going on. You could also very much just get a Kakariko to King Dodongo as well.
Can you, in these settings, can it be possible to have double hinted path to the same spot to the same boss?
Yes. So we actually
potentially see double Volv.
Yeah, but in this seed, no. So is all right. So did Volc pick up the strength, or am I tripping out here? I don't think he has strength. He doesn't have strength on his tracker.
Maybe in his brain he checked it off the list that he did it.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things.
That's a good point. Where was that hint at?
DC. It was in the DC alcove. Maybe he didn't want to waste a bomb fuse on it at the time. Oh, okay. If he doesn't have that hint, then that makes sense for why he's been doing what he's doing. Doing bottom of the well and then going ice just made sense. You were more than likely gonna get a strength or mirror shield going over to ice, but getting opponent's song, you just know that opponent's is gonna unlock something for you, but maybe he's just hoping to get a strength here inside of Forest Temple. In the least, it's still progression.
Yeah, you're not losing. I mean, you're gonna lose time, but you're not losing time to this action.
Yeah, and especially having that minuet in hand, it doesn't feel too bad.
Mm-mm.
Alright, one of the last checks here in Forest Temple is dead. Nothing in here yet. right, Volc showing off with their hover skills here. Always really cool to see. Now, what was this big chest that was here in this room here? I don't quite remember.
Gold scale.
Gold scale, that's right.
Because we can go do water now.
Yeah, that makes sense if we end up doing a forest dip in the fire for Volc. Has the hammer. Xavi's still gonna need to go grab the hammer after forest completion here, but it's not gonna take too long. Hammer was not in ice. Hammer was on 30 skulls. Ice Cavern had a Pono song. Yeah, both runners are at 30. Volc has already picked up the hammer, but Xavi is still needs to go pick that up.
So this will be Volc getting what you call it.
I lied. That was Xavi's 30th. Yeah, this makes sense for Volc. He's just going to be heading in that direction. Now, we haven't seen Big Pose on Xavi's side. He actually ended up skipping that entirely on purpose. So, we haven't gotten a hint for it as far as I could tell. So, if this has a strength, that could be huge for Volc.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Mirror Shield.
I don't know. I don't think strength would be necessarily the best thing for him to get off this. I think Mirror would be better.
Yeah, it could be. There is another strength out there.
Yeah, I just think from the standpoint of missing that always hint, or not the always hint, but the dual hint in DC supposedly, that if you get the strength there, when do you go GTG? Because at least if you're going to the Gerudo area, you're going to try HPA. And lock into it.
The good thing is Tektite. Volc's going to be checking Tektite with Zora's scale.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like nothing. Yeah, horseback archery had a strength, and that's where Xavi got his strength. We do have a hinted light arrows on Skull Mask, which Volc has already done the majority of. Has Skull Mask, just needs to go turn it in, but it does look like Volc wants to work his way to South Field, grab the magic, and potentially work his way over into the Gerudo area.
Yeah, I think Volc's setting Scarecrow here. For later.
Yeah, Scarecrow also could have something, considering Xavi hasn't touched that as well. That would be also something pretty big for Volc if he pulls something off of this.
Yeah. Or, Pierre could be your boss key, or dumb things like that in fire.
Yeah, I mean, you got the long shot. Both these runners know how to do pixel shot. So
this is bomb shaboing for Xavi.
Bomb shaboing and probably doesn't want to double back. Is probably going to want to turn in the 30 skulls while he's also turning in the Keaton mask, so he can knock both those things out at the same time. Alright, nothing here.
They're still top of lab.
I didn't quite see, was there nothing in adult fishing?
Yeah, nothing in adult fishing.
Okay. Alright, so this will be a hammer pickup for Xavi and a Keaton Mass turn-in. Considering we don't need to do Deku. You're not really guaranteed to be doing anything else child in this seed. This is really a deciding factor if he wants to go and get the lights now or if he wants to wait until later. Not grabbing the hammer. This is going to be a little unfortunate. So he's going to have to double back. Okay, so I think he realized his mistake, and he's just walking back over there. Yeah, it's an unfortunate walk of shame, but it's pretty necessary. You want to just knock this out. You don't want to have to go back to Kakariko as an adult. Just get this taken care of while you're here. And there's our Path of the Hero magic for Volc. So catching up here, just needs to get that strength. Doesn't necessarily need Bomb Bag at the moment. We know that Bomb Bag itself is just not going to really unlock anything for him. But will get a Bomb Bag once he decides to head over into the GTG area. Alright, yeah, this is, just go pick up the light arrows. You don't even know if you need to be child anymore. But we do know that doing child spirit is actually a good play here, considering there's 2 keys there on the child side. Yeah, so this would actually be pretty good for Xavi if he decides to go Child Spirit in this segment, just to go grab those keys. You don't really need to go much further. You do know that Magic's Path of the Hero, so you don't want to do any of those magic checks. You know Boski's not going to be on any of those magic checks.
That is true.
Alright, and a light arrow. There's the lemon drops. Boss key cannot be on those checks because that would mean that they are, I mean, it would have to be that all 5 keys are available and you could do it logically with child. Because boss key, if boss key is quote unquote fire or magic lock, then you're locking, then the Path of the Hero would not exist in that instance. But I guess considering, yeah, I guess they could be on it, considering the fact that, you know that no small key is gonna be magic locked, so you could guarantee that you could go back as child. So actually, I think you're right, Fox. Yeah. Because all 5 small keys have to be available, and that's the, those are the stipulations for for Spirit Key Logic there to go and do it as child with a stick.
Should be some very dumb logic, but very funny.
It is, yep. But I'll admit when I'm wrong there. That is right. All right, and Volc going to be doing HBA. He didn't have the hint for it, but now he's going to be able to get that strength. And the question is, he doesn't have Auroras, so do you just skip out on GTG altogether, knowing that you have a whole nother strength to go, or do you just go do progression?
You do progression, I think, at this point.
I think you're right, yeah. And as soon as he's done with Fire and Forest, then probably come back to GTG. But if he could skip GTG altogether, that's going to feel pretty good for him.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is the location of this Mirror Shield. Because there's a non-zero chance that Mirror Shield is in, like, Strength 2 and GTG or something. And then just
that's very true.
1880 from Volc.
Yeah, very casual 1880. And yeah, this is even getting the strength. Volc's gonna dip on into GTG, which I mean isn't terrible if you do find strength where Xavi hasn't jacked. Xavi hasn't gone on the left side, didn't climb up, so hasn't done Stalfos, Wolfos, or the statue room.
No, that is true.
He is gonna see the big chest over there. That's probably going to push him to do a little bit more clearing in the GTG.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's going to see the big chest, so... Okay. We have one key.
There's a big chest right there. Ah, blue fire.
Am I behind?
I could refresh as well.
Okay, I must have been really far behind because I'm like, what big chest are we talking about? Did I see if you found the fourth bottle?
Yep, there was a blue fire on the Stalfos check.
Yeah. Yeah, when I looked around, I'm like, it's got to be Stalfos has a big chest.
Yeah, I'm just getting growingly concerned where our items for Spirit are.
Yep. Well,
okay. There's a mirror.
Is that our fire path to fire path to Morpho though?
It could be. It could be that one of our.
Put the spoiler log away.
Well, I'm more laughing at Xavi's alerts. I mean, yeah. So irons could be mirror shield locked at this point.
Mm-hmm. Which doesn't add a whole lot. That's what, 3 checks in spirit that it could be on?
Yes. And I was gonna say, oh, but it unlocks Nocturne, but we know that you're not gonna get Strength 2 in Nocturne or in Shadow.
That is, in fact, magic law.
Oh man, we get to see Big Chungus do the bomb jump here. I love this jump. Oh yeah. Very nice. Good job, Chungus. Another small key. I mean, in this case, if you have the ability of full clearing fire, I would do it. You're not guaranteed that that mirror shield is your path.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like you're going to have the ability to full clear fire, so... Well, at least on the first go, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not eating my words.
The only things I was going to run into trouble with is if there is a small key or boss key on Pierre that blocks continuing.
No, he has long shot. He could pixel shot.
Oh, right. Never mind.
In boss key, we just saw Xavi peek it. Boss key is on the is on top of the maze there.
Mm.
So he'll be able to get there and more than likely be able to progress. It's highly unlikely that Volv is going to lock our only other key access to continue further in fire. And I do think that continuing fire here is the right play. You're still looking for that strength 2, and you know, all of this currently is strength locked. Okay, just push the slug off the edge. I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either.
So this is a little rough doing it with Big Chungus, but this is going to be pixel shot. See how... Just got to get the right spot. It's a little high. Just down a little bit. Just a little bit. A little more down. Yeah, Mira was in Fire Temple. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's there's a reason why it's called Pixel Shot. There is one pixel that is exposed there that you can could long shot to. So it's not very easy to do. Just tap it. So yeah, that's why it's called Pixel Shot. It's not very easy. Some people get get it first try. Some people it takes a couple. It's still a little bit better than 12 Bomb Chew KD.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm taking shots there. Ooh. Okay. No small key, no small key. Was there a small key in the shortcut?
I didn't see the shortcut when we passed it.
Okay, there is.
The answer is yes.
Alright. Nice. It does look like he does not want to go any further, though. So that's one small key. There's at least one more small key. And if it's on Volvagia, those last 3 checks are... there's at least 2 more small keys, sorry. So if Volvagia is an item, then there's just one more item in Deep Fire, and that's, that could be your Strength 2, or it could just be nothing. But if Volvagia is a key, there are 2 more items in Deep Fire, and that's where you need to start making some decisions. In water, you're not going to get anything. You do need Strength 2. You could do Gold Scale Water.
Yeah. You could try it. Like, worst case scenario of trying Gold Scale Water is it's not, it's on,
Center Pillar.
Yeah, it's on Central Pillar. Mira was the left check in the lava maze, right?
In the big lava room. Yeah, it was on the left side, just under the Song of Time block.
So you're not gonna miss it for sure.
Alright, this should be a nice clean Volvagia. Very nice. Now, best case scenario is we get a Strength 2 just sitting on Volvagia, but it's not guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Or Iron Boots would be nice too. But...
Yeah, irons would also be nice. There is a key, so there are 2 items in Deep Fire. Ah, yes, I'm so sorry. A Volvage. Okay,
yeah,
so...
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate for Xavi also, not being able to have FW for fire. Because you can't drop FW there to get back to Deep Fire.
Fire shouldn't have Strength 2 because Ice would be Bullet Path and not Rova. Let's see.
That is okay. That is true.
Bullet Path instead of let's see.
Yeah, because of prio, it would point. So it
Yeah.
would be strength 1 locked.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I guess Ganon could have strength 3. Oh, and this looks like a quick Ganon kill from Volc. This is always a treat. Oh my goodness, that was so nice. Honestly, I do think that... Oh, well, hold. Hold. Wallet. Alright, but that begins to ask the question of where is this strength to? And if it can't be in fire... Ooh. Can't be in here. It's not in bottom of the well. We've seen all of what we can do in GTG. Volc's seen all of Adult Lake. It could be on Shoot the Sun.
No.
No, that's Hinted Dead. Child Goron City could be a possibility. That's true.
Child GC, Deku Tree is a possibility if K-Sword's just somewhere.
Yep. Could be Frogs in the Storms.
Yep, Frogs 1.
We do have a hint that Valley Waterfall.
Dead.
Yeah.
We also saw Hammer Rocks are dead. We know that the crate has the lens. Lens can't be anything or lead to anything because of the magic hero path. We already have both of our tunics though.
There's neighbors.
Okay. Got some protection now, so we can zoot her safely.
Alright, Xavi looks like he probably just wants to go and do, yeah, just go do, Water Temple. Just go knock that out. Yes, we're just looking for a second strength at this point.
And it will not be here on water type for sure.
Yeah, water is foolish. We're not going to see anything in here, but hopefully a quick boss key.
Mhm.
All right, Volc working his way up to the top of fire. He's going to get his mirror shield here, so he's going to get that hint that mirror shield's probably going to be locking the irons, but irons could also just be at the top of Fire Temple.
Mhm.
Yeah, every single check you do while you're doing gold scale water, you start to get a little bit of that impending doom, not seeing
Mhm.
that boss key. It's a 10% chance that that boss key is unachievable with gold scale. All right. So we've got water and fire against each other right now. Both just a little bit behind, but has some progression over Xavi. That with Child Spirit completed. So also having 3 keys in total in Spirit Temple, as well as the boss key. We're going to see the cool strat from Volc as well. It's always nice to see. So that Child Spirit is pretty much the difference here. And yeah, Xavi does have the light arrows, but as Sirius had mentioned earlier in chat, Volc not having the light arrows might push him over into Childground City, which is a good prospect for potential Strength 2, or technically Strength 1.
We are positive that we didn't see anything in the maze, right?
In the
Goron
Goron City maze? That's correct, yeah, both runners
Okay.
saw it.
No, I meant us. We're positive that we didn't see a big chest back there, right? And that we just didn't like miss the top of it or something.
Yeah, no, that's correct. There
Okay.
was nothing in there. Alright, Dark Link's going to take 5 hits here. That's 3, 4, 5. Very nice.
Arclink was not a match for Big Chungus.
No, definitely not. And I mean, the day that Dark Link uses the same model that you use, the day that we could defeat Dark Chungus is the day that I'm living for. We need, come on, somebody's got to do that, right? We need Dark Chungus. Oh my god, Rob's here. Hey, Rob.
He's riding. Uh-oh.
Okay,
The
so
kitty with the notebook has come out.
There is 2 more checks left in water. Are we hard irons locked? It is a 50-50. Yeah, and here comes the Furrow's Wind from Volc. Which, if we are hard irons locked and irons are just in the top of fire, that is huge for Volc. Yeah, Furrow's Wind alone is going to help Volc out in Water Temple a little bit. Be able to throw Furrow's Wind into the boss room, or the room just before the boss room. Yeah, this jump is a little rough to do sometimes. There we go. Alright, here it is. Do we need iron boots? We do. It is hard iron boot locked.
It is Central Pillar. Nice one cycle. Full. I guess it's not really one cycle, but
As close to a 1 cycle as we're gonna get.
nice, correct, quick kill for Volc. There we go.
So this does look like Xavi's going to be heading back over to fire. I can't imagine much else that he ends up doing. Probably wants to climb the rest of fire and see if there are iron boots in there. Okay, and this does look like Volc is probably heading back child. Wants to check out the... Okay, you got the lax, but going back child, this is good for Volc. If he ends up pulling a strength in Child Goron City, if that's where he's heading, while he's going and turning in the light arrows, that could be the ultimate deciding factor here.
And Xavi back into fire. Okay, this makes sense. Didn't do this first.
I don't know if we even saw that check on Xavi's side.
Sorry is no.
The fact that this is being checked and for the first time for both runners 2 hours in is Little scary. I did not know that we didn't see this. Song of Storms Frogs is fire arrows. Oh my god, the last bomb 2-pack. I think that Child Ground City is just where strength is.
Mm-hmm. It's a good bet for sure. Let's see. Maybe these are the light arrows? Maybe. Good chance. Oh my gosh.
Right, lights. And here's a big chest. Is this just going to be our irons? More than likely. There's the irons.
Okay.
Now that's going to be a lot easier for Volc to get back to. He's got the first win, and honestly, getting the hovers and getting that FW is going to pay off.
Now, I think the answer is going to be no to this question, but is there a world that you think Volc goes back earlier and does deep fire before doing water to check if it's iron's locked?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think he's going to pull strength here, and I think at that point it's he probably just assumes he's in go mode. I don't think he gets rid of the FW though. This is probably strength. There's the strength. So that's a vanilla strength, logical strength 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Volc is officially the irons from Fire Temple from Go. Whereas Xavi needs to go back child and get that strength too. So right now the clock is ticking.
Yep. Volc might also think that it's going to stumble onto irons in here and then not find them and then go, oh, well, maybe they're on fire.
Yeah, I still think you take that 90% gamble of going into water if you don't find irons in Spirit.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that either. We just know that's not the correct one this time.
Yeah, we're a little biased.
Yeah. The other 9 times, sure.
So honestly, in Volc's situation here, he can, as soon as he gets one last key, he can go mode Spirit Temple. He doesn't have to go any further.
Volc doesn't know that though.
Yeah, but if he's thinking that the mirror shield is locking the iron boots, then he only needs to do mirror shield checks.
Okay, that's true. He doesn't need to climb and do like the iron knuckle fights per se.
Yeah. Big Chungus, a little bit too big to to climb the ledge there. It's not an easy jump to do without hover boots. There we go. Alright, Volc going to be making quick work of this spirit. Should just grab this key and honestly just go.
Others were in the compass chest, and wow.
This big chest can't be too much. It could be Big Goron sword. Oh, it's just a strength 3.
Kinda like it.
Alright, that is watered down for Xavi and just needs to go find that strength 2 to catch up. Now, was there a key on adult side is my question. I don't think there was. No. Okay, so Xavi is also going to have to go child to do child spirit. Shoot the sun is hinted dead, so we're not going to get anything here, but he does look like he wants to do adult fishing.
I don't know if you go to Child Goron City before you go to Well.
Oh yeah, the well is so huge.
I mean, if you're looking density wise, you got what? 2 checks if Goron Pottery wasn't hinted. Versus what's Well, 8 or 9 or something. Oh, right, that is true. Child Spawn is literally there. You know, you kind of forget minor details of where your random spawn location is.
Okay, the twirling Big Chungus is not something we needed to see today. Alright, so this is a child for Xavi.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Twin Rova. officially down for Volc, and that's a water medallion. And I could only imagine that this is probably a Hyrule Castle for Xavi into a save quit. You're not going to walk over to bottom of the well.
Oh.
Oh, no.
That's fun.
Oh, that might push Volc in the wrong direction.
Yeah, because that is,
That's Mirror Shield locked.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. We need to hold. Okay, one, Volc still has to figure out if it's irons locked. He thinks right now he could possibly be in go mode, which it's a 90% chance in his eyes that it is.
This is the correct play. Even if it's not, this is the correct one.
Yeah.
Or the more less inaccurate one.
But right now in Volc's eyes, what's more appealing? What's more appealing? Is it going to Deku or go do 2 checks inside of fire? And realistically, Deku just makes more sense.
Yes. But there's always the you know, that one what's it called? What do you call that? That one phrase, always clear your waths or always clear your paths.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe if you stick to that one, you'll be okay.
irons were in the top of fire. Yeah, and you can stick by that as well, Dan. Always be clearing your dungeons.
Unfortunately, that one doesn't really apply to this because both items would be pointing to dungeons to go do.
And that's official go mode for Xavi.
Yep.
Now the thing is Xavi's gonna find out the hard way that child spirit is the way to go, so he's gonna waste some time.
Not that much though.
Yeah, he did put Farore's win there. The only thing is you're only getting 2 potential items out of Deep Fire, whereas Deku, you know, you've got decent amount of items there. You got 3, 5, 7 checks in Deku compared to 2 in Fire.
I don't know if there is a little Bugs Bunny skin, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there is.
I don't recall there being one, but you know.
Though I've got to say, a little Chungus would be freaking hilarious. Just the same exact model scaled down to X scale of adult to child.
Mm-hmm. I think Volc's still just a little too far behind.
I don't know. Yeah, it really depends on what Volc ends up doing.
Yeah.
This is ultimately like how quick can Volc clear out Water Temple and figure out he needs irons, and if he goes to the right place. I mean, if he clears out Water Temple and he just hits the Furor's Wind back to Fire Temple, that's his way out here. And then we've got an insane race on our hands.
Yeah, because then you just Serenade back and then... But if it falls for the bait of all dungeons, it's kind of... Or the going to Deku, it's over. For sure.
Yeah, at least Volc has hovers here, and it makes Water Temple just so much more bearable. Just like that. Hovers get you up to that platform so quickly.
Right, you don't have to worry about accidentally being a little too far left or right, missing the jump, slash.
Xavi is out of sticks, so he has to use Din's Fire, so that magic is actually coming into play. Alright, Xavi going to be getting his 2 keys here, and I can only imagine you just go adult right afterwards.
Yeah, I don't... Knowing what you know about that magic, I don't see a reason to not do all of Spirit as adult.
Yeah.
Because you know it's not going to be on the torches check.
Well, we determined that, like, a boss key could be, because you have logical, like, all 5 keys for child, but still, like, I still agree with your sentiment that you probably save those for last anyway.
Right, and then if it happens to be the boss key, you have Din's Fire anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I am going to use a restroom. I'll be right back.
Alright. There's a key there. And this will tell Volc that it is not here. So what does Volc do? And that's not good. Hold. What's Volc doing? No, okay.
All right.
So Volc is taking the bait.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I was really hoping that he would play FW or hit FW right afterwards.
Well, he started playing Ocarina and then went. Wow, there's no question of what he's doing now.
Yeah. Started playing Ocarina, then save quit.
Yeah. Well, no, he started playing Ocarina, canceled it, and then save quit, and then played Prelude again. So. But
ultimately, that could just be the deciding factor of this match.
Oh, it 100% is. I don't know in Volc's position even if he played FW there, because they were what, in compass chest in fire.
Yeah, it was the next check, like, for him.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
So
in
what,
Twin
like
Roba does take a little bit.
2 minutes to get irons. Then you play Serenade. It's going to take you about 4 minutes. That would be close, but I still don't think.
Yeah, I mean, like, even getting up to Twin Rova and doing Twin Rova, it would be very close, but...
It would be very close, but didn't Xavi also... Xavi's also done, whatchamacallit?
He's opened up the bridge, and he's gone all the way up to the Stalfos.
Yeah.
Which doesn't take too long, but again, like, I think
when you're
this
comparing
is...
seconds.
Yeah, this is just coming down to this decision here, whether it's close or not.
Yeah, but I mean, he would have had to have done the fire play just to even be in consideration for it.
Yeah. This is still insane. I mean, Xavi was able to skip bottom of the well, which definitely saved him a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
Was a little bit later to the hammer than Volc was. Volc did push the hammer. I don't necessarily think Volc did anything wrong here to lose him, enough time other than going to Deku. And even then, that's still, like, it's not even a 50-50 in his eyes. That's like an 80-20. It's 80% of the time it's just going to be inside of inside of Deku.
But the thing is K-Sword literally anywhere else.
Yeah.
Or hell, K-Sword having been where Strength 3 was, would have taken Deku completely off the table.
Yep.
Now you have a whole new set of problems though, because your irons now are in Light Trial, or your irons are outside Ganon's castle or whatever. But by the same token, if nothing was mirror locked in that it's not that fire is still your best play to go back to. But
yeah. No, you're 100% right about that.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, the Kokiri sword placement just was not on Volc's side.
Nope. And that is going to be Goma down, and I don't know, what can you find here that's a big item? A paperweight, maybe? Maybe this is Lord Paperweight, just to be funny. Alright, this is back adult.
Yep, this is more than likely Volc going back to Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'll be Volc playing Minuet, but... Yep, this is Volc going back to fire.
Xavi not even taking a peek at what that item could have been. Well, as our runners continue, Volc is going to be heading back into Fire Temple, and Xavi is on his way to go beat Ganon. We're going to take one last time to thank our volunteers and our runners for letting this happen for us today. So thank you to Xavi and Volc for allowing us to restream here and show off their gameplay and insane skills, ultimately. So thank you to our trackers. We have baseball, and we have, oh my goodness, please.
Warren Traveler.
Warren Traveler, thank you. I forgot to hit the T. Thank you guys for keeping us in line. I say it all the time. If we didn't have a tracker in front of us, we'd be clueless. And we appreciate you. Thank you so much for volunteering your time and being here with us today. And thank you, new IT guy, for being in the comms booth with me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you to you as well for being here.
And of course, cannot overlook baseball doing the double duty with the restream as well as tracking. Thank you, baseball. As much as you put up with us. Well, I guess that's fair. Listen, it's more than I can do. I can't do two things at once, I'll tell you that much.
And here are the unfortunate iron boots for Volc.
And that is official go mode for Volc.
Unfortunately, just a little too late.
Yeah.
So I'll be taking time there just to make sure it doesn't get one shot by the knuckle. Actually, it wouldn't get one shot, but...
Yeah, not quite there, but almost GG's.
There is a world. Why didn't he clear what check the first time? Central Pillar? You have to have iron boots for it.
Alright, and this is going to be the boss key for Volc. And a nice one-cycle Ganondorf.
Yeah, so the reason they didn't clear the iron boots check the first time is they didn't have the iron boots.
Yeah.
So basically both of them gambled because they both had gold scale on. There is 1 out of 10 checks the boss key can be on, and 90% is greater than 10%, and no one faults them for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you do have to play the odds in this, just like Volc also playing the odds of Deku with that Kokiri sword placement. Deku more than likely having the iron boots, but as we know, it did not. Also, I did not know that Ganon breaking that pillar would spawn a bunch of bombs.
So there's one of the objects drops bombs, one drops magics, one drops arrows, and one drops fairies for people who are really bad at fighting Ganon like me. Not that I would know that exists, but maybe it does.
All right, this is going to be some of the final slashes on Ganon, and Volc going to be heading up to Ganon as well. We're going to get a final time here shortly, and a GG's for Xavi going to be moving on. GG's with a final time of 2:34.44. It does look like we're going to be getting an interview from Xavi, so let's go and drag him in. GG's.
Oh, GG's.
Welcome in, and alright, the Big Chungus model again.
Yeah, I don't know. Feel like the
Well,
I play so bad whenever I use that.
there's a lot of different times where we were like, oh, Big Chungus is just too big to make that jump in Water Temple.
There were so many mistakes. Like, I just couldn't focus up. I was doing stuff double and triple. I don't know. Like, I handed in the mask in Kakariko and forgot to hand in my 30 skulls for the hammer. So, can't believe how many stupid mistakes I did today.
In your defense, Volc also did that.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean,
execution in general wasn't great. Like, I just wasn't focused up. I went to HBA without Epona. What the fuck?
we were wondering about that. I originally thought that you just didn't have the hint for it, but as soon as you started walking in that direction, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you didn't have the ice cavern Twin Rova until after that point. I think actually when you were heading over to Ice Cavern is when you found that hint.
Oh yeah.
And
in the grotto there. That was
yeah.
so mean.
Yeah, and with the child start, Volc actually pulled 10 bomb chews off of Ocarina minigame. So he was able to knock that stuff out. But then every other bomb chew back was just front loaded in the seed, so it didn't necessarily burn you in that aspect.
I found 20 chews in River, that was kind of nice, and then I saw 10 or 5 on Andrew, and then I got mad again, and then, yeah, King Dodongo, amazing. I hope you didn't watch that.
We all looked away, I promise, the entire time. Again, we just came to the conclusion Big Chungus was too big to jump to put the bomb chew inside of King Dodongo's mouth.
Yeah, wasn't my best game. Yeah.
I mean, it did kind of work out in your favor towards the end there. Volc actually had that strength 2 before you, and he had the Foro's Wind in top of Fire Temple, so he just needed to go get the irons, and at that point you were finding out that irons were, kind of hard required. Yeah. So the K-Sword, I don't know if you saw that. You were probably watching towards the end there. The K-Sword was on Twin Rova. You didn't peek it because you were in go mode. So that is what Volc ended up following. And ultimately what I believe decided the match here is that K-Sword was on Twin Rova, which you could argue the mirror leads to K-Sword. Yeah. And you have 2 potentials here. It's either Deku, which is mirror locked, for like 7 or 8 checks, or you could go back into Fire.
Yeah, I think Deku was the correct play there, but
yeah.
I didn't have strength 2, and I wasn't sure because mirror just locks 2 checks, and I thought, there's a good chance that irons are just in there, or a strength 2 or something, like anything in Fire. That's why I directly went back to Fire.
Oh yeah, that's a good... Chat bringing up a good point there. We don't think Volc also got the HBA hint.
Ooh, I think that was in
Volc-
Cavern, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Volc dipped fire, or not fire, forest without a strength, and then went and did like Hyrule Field into warping to lake to do lake into the back half of field into the GTG area. But
I think that's not bad, I think.
no,
Like, didn't really
for
lose the
recovering from it, but not knowing that it was there the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't hurt too much considering you guys started with Minuet, so you could just go back there anytime. But not considering Volc didn't have the 20 pack of chews from Zora's River like you did. You ended up he didn't feel safe enough to use that bomb chew on the grotto or on the wall there to check that hint, and we didn't see that hint anywhere else to my knowledge.
That's crazy.
Nope,
Okay.
that's the only one I recall seeing. It's probably like Metagoron or Crater, the top of Crater or something.
Did he check on City Maze? I just peeked the chest
Nope.
there and didn't go for the hint.
No
He
one
did the
checked
same.
GT Maze.
Okay.
So we don't know what that hint is. That could be our fifth path also, because we don't know what that is.
Yeah, both of you guys have the same paths here.
I also
And-
wasn't counting.
And that is a GG's to Volc as well, finishing with the 240-46. Unfortunately, Volc will not be joining us here today, but wish them a congratulations, an insane run throughout the tournament.
Yeah, 'cause
Well,
that's
Xavi,
what was that, 6 matches in
yeah.
losers bracket
Yeah,
from round one.
Wait, he was
played,
in losers bracket from the beginning?
yeah, so...
Yeah, he lost to
Oh
Sponge
my
round
God.
one.
No.
Yeah, so beat Floosh in the first round of lower bracket, then beat Keatums. Actually, I think that match just never happened. Volc versus Keatums. I think Keatums had some IRL responsibilities to take care of. And then Volc playing up against Alexis, which was an insane match. Then playing against Aeronaut and Rock Chalk. I mean, it's such a run, and he has not had it easy this entire tournament. So definitely hats off, and go show them your appreciation, because it's such an insane matchup. Well, Xavi, this is lower bracket round 6 going into round 7. You have the potential to play Marco or Cola next.
Yeah, nice. I really hope it's Cola again, because we already played in winners bracket. That would be amazing. Because it's a German semi-final, like that's kind of nice. So 2 out of the top 4 would be Germans then.
Yeah, I guess I would be. We've seen the run that Marco's also had this tournament, and it's just like you're looking at these last 6 names. Well, now 5 names. It's yourself, Cola, Marco, Hyper, and Cola. Gonna be duking it out to get to the grand finals and eventually get that title. It's gonna be one of you 5. I mean, it's so insane. We're getting this close to the end here.
Yeah, I feel like I need to practice a little bit more before my next match. Because I wasn't playing like the entire week. I played some Triforce splits with Schulze yesterday, but that's it. And I feel like people were able to see that I was very rusty and not confident in my plays.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, we're not going to hold you too long. We know that there's a German restream, and they're probably going to want to talk to you. So, by the way, go check out OoT, who did the German restream, and Zora Disco, who did the French restream over on their respective sides. So, again, GG, Xavi, and thank you for coming in for the interview.
Oh, GG's, and thank you for the restream. And 3 restreams again. Thanks to the French as well, and I will say thank you to the Germans in a second.
All right. Tell OoT I said hi.
Yeah. Have a nice day. See you guys.
All right. See ya. All right. With that, we're going to pass this on to baseball. New IT guy, thank you again for joining me in the comms booth. And Warren Traveler and baseball doing the tracker duties for us today. And thank you to the runners. Sorry, baseball.
Oh, you're good. That makes my job way easier. So thanks. This was fun. Thank you all for watching. The next S8 race that's on the schedule is Tuesday, March 4th at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's Marco versus Cola. I'm sure we'll get a restream for that, but I think we're still looking for volunteers. So, but I'm sure it'll be on one of the channels. In the meantime, I'm going to send you over to Bewildebeest, who is doing some Majora's Mask 100% speedruns. Hope you enjoy that. And I'll see you Tuesday for more Ocarina of Time. Bye.